Thank you for tuning in to the Keeping It Real with KC podcast, a no judgment zone podcast that covers lifestyle, entertainment, news, and sports. Even though KC doesn't watch sports, but these are minor details. By the way, he reads tarot cards too. Yes, I really mean it. He reads tarot cards too. And now, the host you've tuned in for, KC Phoenix.
Virgo, you are up for the 2022 Tarot Energy Reading. Before I go any further, KIRWKC.com, main podcasting platform. This podcast is carried on Apple, Spotify, Google, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Overcast, Bullhorn, Amazon Music, Audible, and several other podcasting platforms. Please feel free to listen to this podcast on whatever platform is most convenient for you. KIRWKC on all these social media platforms. Virgo! Whoo, boy. I got a message for you. I actually had to start recording early before I forget it. But before I say the message, let me say this. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it's not your story, don't try to make it fit. You know your story better than I ever could. I'm just a person sitting here reading the energy and the tarot cards. Okay? All right. Now, that's out the way. I need for whoever is rushing to slow down. Some of you are in a frenzy right now where you're like, I've got to get this done. It's reminded me a little bit of Aquarius's reading, which there were some similarities with the pre-energy. And if you have Aquarius in your chart, you can check to see if you have Aquarius in your chart. You might want to watch or listen to that reading because Aquarius is about money right now. And it's like time is money. Anything I do is about money. For you, Virgo, you're about money and stability is what you're about. But the reason you're about that is because you're going through a storm right now. And you need to stay strong during the storm is what you need to do. You're under the impression that if you're in the middle of a storm, that if you just speed through the storm, the faster you go during the storm, the faster you'll get out of the storm. And that's not the way to do it. If you've seen anything with ships, one thing that they do, especially if you watched a lot of movies with the sail ships, with the sails on the ships, when a storm comes, have you noticed that instead of leaving the sails open, they pull the sails down? Because if the sails stay open, then all of this crazy wind will move the ship all over the place and do all types of things to the ship and tear the sails apart. And then the ship will be stuck in the middle of the ocean after the storm is long past because the sails are broken and there isn't anything to catch the wind to push the ship to its destination. That's the message for you. I need for you to lower the sails right now during the storm. You're focused on the lack is what you're focused on. Some of you, again, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. You're focused on the lack and you're focused on, okay, I need to do this, and this to get out of this situation, to get out of this storm. And I'm telling you to slow down. Lower your sails is what I want you to do. Just have the strength to wait out the storm and let the storm pass. The storm will pass. You're going towards the sun in the ship is where you're going. The sun is ultimate happiness because the sun card was one of the cards that came out during the pre-shuffle. You're headed towards the sun. The thing is that you're rushing towards the sun. Right now, you need to know when to rush and when to slow down. Once the storm is past, you can open your sails again on the ship, and then the divine will send in the necessary wind to push you ahead towards the sun at full speed ahead. That will come in. But in order for that to happen, you have to remain intact. The ship's sails, the ship itself has to remain intact. You are the ship. You are the vessel. If you're torn apart, you won't be able to make it to the sun. So slow down before you trip up and hurt yourself. It's going to be okay. That is the message I'm supposed to give to you. Now, let me go ahead and get into the main reading itself. I'm going to pull some tarot cards and I'll pull a few oracle cards is what I will do. All right. What is the energy for Virgo for January 2022? What is the energy for Virgo for January 2022? What is a message that Virgo needs to hear to help them on their journey towards the sun? What is a message that Virgo needs to hear to help them on their journey towards the sun? What is the message Virgo needs to hear? Queen of Cups. You need to nourish yourself is what you need to do. Queen of Cups is a very nourishing energy. Also, some of you could be dealing with the Cancer. But really, the Queen of Cups, she's about nurturing. You need to nurture yourself. So Queen of Cups is about self-care. You need to pamper yourself. You need to relax. And I know that it's easier said than done. But you need to take time to take care of you. Again, you are the vessel. If the vessel is torn apart, it won't be able to make it to the sun after the storm is over. You have to slow down and relax. You need to nurture yourself and do that. Let's see. This Five of Swords energy keeps on coming up. It's come up in quite a few readings. A lot of people are being left behind. Some people can't go with you towards the sun. And I believe you've realized that. Five of Swords, and this is air energy, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Swords deal with thoughts and communication. Some of you have realized that not everyone can go on the journey with you. And you may have to leave them behind in order for you to get your victory. And you may verbally make that clear. Because again, communication. Don't have to. But you may do that. And I can tell you that with this energy here, you're looking out for yourself. Where in the past, and this is the thing, going back to the Queen of Cups energy, nurturing yourself. Now, this one is a little bit more logical. It's more, what's the word I'm looking for? Strategic, not necessarily Seven of Swords energy, because Seven of Swords can deal with deception. There isn't anything deceptive about this because you're making your position clear with this Five of Swords energy. You're not attempting to hide anything from anyone. You're making where you stand very clear. It's like, okay, these are the boundaries. This is where I'm going. No, you can't come with me. You're making it clear in one way or another is what you're doing. And I really feel that you've come to the realization that you can't give your energy to everyone is the realization that you have come to. Give me 1 second. I got to turn the sink off right quick. Because the water dripping was running me low. We have a freeze thing going on here in Texas. And we have to leave the water dripping to make sure stuff doesn't freeze and all that stuff. But I'm going to turn it off for a little while. Anyways, back to this. you've come to the conclusion that you need to not give your energy to everyone who requests your energy. That's the determination that you've come to. And with this Five of Swords energy, that means that there is a loss. There's a cost where something that may have been part of your regular everyday routine, something that may have been part of your everyday life, they are no longer, or it is no longer part of your everyday routine or part of your everyday life, is what's going on. So you've come to that conclusion as you're rushing towards the sun. Also, with the sun, I always have to give the caveat. When the sun card comes out, pregnancy is a possibility. So don't be shocked if you hear about a pregnancy, too. Thank you. 4 cards came out together, and I'm going to take all 4 of them because I'm curious what they are. Yeah, some of you, all right. So we have the Knight of Pentacles, which is earth energy, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. We have Judgment. I told you, you're letting some people go, is what you're doing. And then we have the Ace of Cups, a new beginning. New emotional fulfillment. Something new is coming in for you. And then we have the Three of Pentacles, which is recognition. Some of you might be getting a promotion at the job. There's a lot of promotions going on this month. I don't know what's up with that. Maybe because Jupiter moved into Pisces. Maybe that's it. But Three of Pentacles can be about recognition for work. Three of Pentacles can also be similar to the Eight of Pentacles, where Eight of Pentacles, you're working hard. Three of Pentacles can be where you are known for something. I'm trying to think of what's a good example of Three of Pentacles energy. Of like somebody that's known for something that only they can do. What's the person that's really known for something only they can do? I'm thinking about that. Universe, you got anybody that comes to mind that's known for something that only they can do? Give me a second. Wow. Now that's interesting. Okay. I guess we'll go with that. Okay. Some people might get offended by this. Don't shoot the messenger. Someone said... Okay. Tom Brady, the quarterback for... I'm not a sports person. That's the joke of this podcast. Like, I don't watch sports even though I cover sports from time to time. I believe the New England Patriots, if I'm not mistaken. Tom Brady, like, he's the only one who can do what he does, which there's other quarterbacks, but for whatever reason, there's something special about him. For you sports fans, you'll get it more than I do. But that's the name that came up, Tom Brady. Go figure. Is there anyone else? Tom Brady? Really? Okay. Oh my goodness. Is there anyone else? Well, I guess, you know what? I could say that, but I already feel like I caused enough conflict by saying Tom Brady. You know what it is, what it is. The message is the message. Christopher Columbus, apparently. And I know some people will say Christopher Columbus did not discover America. You are correct. However, Christopher Columbus is the one who put America on the map. And he was the only one at that time that could do it. There were other people who wanted to do it, and they were unable to get the funding to do so. Christopher Columbus was the one that was able to do what others couldn't. I feel, that's why I'm getting these. Okay, I was wondering what was going on, because I'm like, dude, what is up with this? Okay, thank you for the clarity on that. So, okay, Virgo, again, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Some of you, and I wouldn't even say some, probably one of you, because this is going to be in the small percentage. No shade, just saying. One of you, you're going to do something that will put you in history with this Three of Pentacles energy. It's for, I don't know who it is, whoever's getting this message. And it could be more than one. I doubt it would be more than one. But one of you, you are going to do something that will put you in history. Something just said to me, Michael Jackson, as well. Nobody can do what Michael Jackson did. Michael Jackson was the one who, I mean, obviously you have other dancers and stuff like that, but Michael Jackson is Michael Jackson. And also Michael Jackson's a Virgo, by the way. I wonder if Christopher Columbus or Tom Brady is a Virgo. Somebody look that up. Let me know. Tell me in the comments section. But one of you, whoever's listening to this, you are going to do something that is going to go down in the history books. Like a Christopher Columbus. Like a Tom Brady. Like a Michael Jackson. Is what you're going to do. That's where that was going. Because I was like, dude, Tom Brady, Christopher Columbus, why is all this? Okay, that makes sense. All right, we're there. But this is the thing. Something just said to me that some of you may be thinking about giving up. But don't give up. Because Ace of Cups is here. Emotional fulfillment. That's letting me, Ace of Cups following Judgment is letting me know that it's going to be in your favor. It's already in your favor. Some of you are getting a second chance at something that you may have missed out on before. Maybe you had attempted to pursue a career in something before, and for whatever reason, it didn't work out. And now the opportunity has presented itself again. Maybe that's why some of you are rushing now, because you missed out on the opportunity before, and now that you see the opportunity has presented itself again, you're like, oh my goodness, I got to run towards it. I don't want to miss it again. I don't want to miss it again. You're not going to miss it because it's meant for you. The Ace of Cups is telling me that. Judgment is telling me that. Knight of Pentacles is telling me that take it slow and easy. The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest knight in the deck, is what's going on. I really feel this is work related. I'm not picking up any love here. I'm feeling this is about career and money is what I'm feeling this is about. I'll take just a few more cards to see if anything else comes out. What's at the bottom of the deck? Yeah, Ten of Swords. This is another confirmation that something is going to come to an end. Remember what I told you before? If you're in the storm right now, it's going to be okay because it's coming to an end. You just need to, don't rush to get out of it. You just have to wait it out. Judgment is coming and it's going to be in your favor. You're going to receive Ace of Cups, something from the universe, a gift from the universe is what will happen. Three of Pentacles, where there's going to be recognition. Also, you may be working with others too, because Three of Pentacles can be working with others as well. But I'm really picking up, you see how for those who are watching. You see how in this card, he's working on that shield and it's very, very detailed. And he's doing that because he has to get the runes and everything right on the shield. And it's a very detailed job. But also, he was selected to do that job for a reason. It wasn't a thing where where they were just like, you go work on shields. No, he was picked because he has the skill for that. Some of you may already have the skill, but you are about to take it up a notch. And once you take it up a notch, that's when the recognition will come in. Maybe some of you are fashion designers and you do a good job now, but as you get even better to learn how to do more things, then you may come out with a totally new fashion style. Going back to what I said before, I honestly feel like one of you, whoever this message is reaching, will do something that will be in the history books, is what I feel. And that thing is also going to bring you your happiness, which is the sun. Are there any other cards, any other messages that Virgo needs to hear? Thank you. Yeah, this is another confirmation. Judgment and the Death card. It's going to end. For those of you who are worried about, if you're dealing with a hard time and you're like, oh my gosh, when is this going to end? When is the sun going to come out? Please let the sun come out. I got the Death card, the Ten of Swords, the Judgment card. The sun is going to come out. The sun is coming out. It's going to end. Don't worry about it. You're good. You're good. What's at the bottom of the deck? You need strength. Strength is showing up again, which is Leo energy. The sun is also Leo energy. Some of you may be dealing with the Leo. But whatever you're going through, you just need to have the strength to wait out the storm, is what you need to do. Let me go ahead and take some oracle cards right quick. What's the message for Virgo for January 2022? What is the message for Virgo for January 2022? What do they need to hear? Truth. Something just said to me, as long as you live in your truth, you won't have any issue. As long as you live in your truth, you won't have any issue. I'm about to take an actual card because that was from splitting the deck. I'm about to take an actual card. As long as you live in your truth, you won't have any issue. Truth is a powerful thing. May I have a card, please, for a message for Virgo? Thank you. Diligence. Stay the course. You have to be diligent. You have to wait out the storm. You're going to have to stay the course. You're going to have to be diligent. You're going to have to be focused. Don't let this rough time throw you off. Don't give up. I really, really feel like I need to make that clear. Don't give up. What's at the bottom of the deck? Success. Wow. It's going to be a success. Success is at the bottom of the deck, of the oracle deck. So it's going to be successful. Some of you are doubting. I'm telling you, you're going to get the sun. You're going to get it. All the cards and the energy is saying that. You're going to get it. You just have to, you got to stay strong. It's going to be a success. As I said before, I feel like one of you, or maybe more than one, but I honestly feel like one of you, you will do something, and it may happen in 2022, or it could happen in 2023 or 2024, whatever. But the seeds will be sown. One of you, whoever this message reaches, whether it's on the podcast or on YouTube or wherever, that's a Virgo listening to my voice right now or watching me. One of you will do something that will go down in history. It's going to be in the history books, like a Christopher Columbus, like a Tom Brady, like a Michael Jackson. You're going to do something that's going to go down in the history books. Is what's happening. Let me take one more oracle message from a different deck. Message for Virgo, January 2021. Message for Virgo, January 2022. Message for Virgo, January 2022. Maybe some of you are frustrated because you had something that you wanted since January 2021 and you thought that you would receive it. Something just said divine timing. And it didn't work out in 2021, which is why you're frustrated that you weren't able to accomplish it. You're going to get it. What's the message that Virgo needs to hear for January 2022? Message Virgo needs to hear for January 2022. Anunnaki light codes. Energetic shift. New information. End of a cycle. I told you it's coming to an end. All of this stuff is telling me whatever's going on is coming to an end. You're going to get the sun. Let me do a shuffle right quick. There we go. What is the message Virgo needs to hear? Thank you. It says Lumeran seed codes. Embracing sensitivity, uniqueness, living with grace is what it says. This goes back to truth. As long as you live your truth, you won't have any issues. Living in your truth is going to be the key to all of this. Living in your truth will be the key to all of this. You have to live in your truth. Is what it is. So, because living in your truth will allow people to see your uniqueness. Going back to the Three of Pentacles energy, if there were a ton of people who could do the type of work that this person could do on the shield, then wouldn't be that big of a deal. But because this person is one of the rare people who can do it, it's a big deal. But in order for people to know that this person has that skill, they have to show they have that skill. They have to live their truth. Some of you might be afraid to show not just your personality, but some of your skills. You may have a skill in something that you may not have confidence in, that you may not think is a big deal, but really it is. You may think, oh, it's not that big of a deal that I know how to code and work with AI or do this or do that. But really it is a big deal. Something that, because in your mind, you might think, oh, well, it's easy for me, so it must be easy for everyone else. That's not the case. It just isn't. Just because something comes easy to you doesn't mean it's going to come easy to someone else. But again, you need to live your truth and let people see your talent so you can be recognized, because that's what this is about. Recognition for your talent. But you're rushing towards the sun. You want your happiness. You'll get it, but wait until after the storm is over, and then the wind of the divine will carry you on in towards the sun, is what it will do after the storm is over. But now you got to wait it out. But the cycle is coming to an end. Definitely happening in 2022. And you will see signs of that if you haven't already in the month of January. All right, Virgo, that is all I have for you. KIRWKC.com, main podcasting platform. This podcast is carried on Apple, Spotify, Google, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Overcast, Bullhorn, Amazon Music, Audible, and several other podcasting platforms. Please feel free to listen to this podcast on whatever platform is most convenient for you. KIRWKC on all the social media platforms. Until next time, be blessed.